Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? So, I did the research on Yeshua ben Yosef, and it was pretty much like a loop. It threw me for a loop because, like, one, in his earlier days, like when he was born, he was actually born in 6 BC, according to some like scholars and like historians, because like the ones that did the actual research on King Herod, like they see that he died in 4 BC. So in order to have an accurate tale of like the the actual story of Yeshua like fleeing to Egypt, you have to like put his birth at 6 BC, because that's when they said he historically was trying to kill all the children of Palestine, which Israel wasn't even, it wasn't even a such thing as Israel in that period of time. Israel is actually a fairly new country if you want to like get technical about it, because Israel was actually founded in 1945, I believe, 1945, after World War II, which I'm not even going to get into. But Yeshua ben Yosef was born in 4, no, my bad, 6 BC. He returned to Palestine or Nazareth in 4 BC. So, like, the whole timeline is actually off. I don't know how they did it, but if they were, I guess, if they were trying to fit him into that, like, certain, like time frame or whatever, when King Herod was ruling Palestine, then okay, I see what you did. But that kind of throw off the time, because now where does like BC end and where does AD begins? That's one of the problems I had. Like I'm like, whoa, what? Like, so he was born in BC, so he was born before his birth. So he's a he's a what is that? A 5 year preemie. He was born 5 years before his birth. So like, yeah, that was just a whole like laugh in itself. But another thing, like a lot of people say that he was actually like taught in the mystic arts. He was taught by the sages in what is it? Egypt, which it couldn't have been. Like it couldn't have been. Like he couldn't have been taught like in the arts, because the same time he left, he was actually like 10 to 11 years too young for him to be a student in those, like in that occult, like like wisdom and stuff, because like the sages would select uh like the young boys and young girls and stuff at the age of 12 or 13, which is funny because in the Bible it states that Yeshua ben Yosef, or Jesus, started teaching at the age 12 or 13. So if he was like, yo, according to like certain people saying that he was like a learned master of these arts, then how is he teaching something that he wasn't even like old enough to be initiated in? So like that's another one, yo. That's another one. So I mean, fast forward it, when he like met his disciples, like these people did not exist, because like the disciples are nothing but the zodiac. They're not physical beings. They are a representation of the zodiac. That's why it says that what's his name? Hold on, do I have my notes? Oh yeah, I think I do. Hold up. Uh where is it? It says that I think it was Peter. Peter cut off the yeah, Peter. Peter cut off the left ear, of the Roman soldier, the centurion, I believe they were called, or whatever. He cut off the left ear, which the left ear I believe represents Saturn, and Jesus healed it. Like, yo, this shit is crazy, yo. If you actually try to read this or like try to understand this as a religious like book, then you will forever be lost, yo, because like it's not designed for it. I tell y'all this every time I mention it. I say it every time, yo. It's not designed for a religion. And yo, it's just like, let me just go through it again. I believe I told you guys this, but Capricorn is represented by Peter. Peter is actually stone. Capricorn is an earth sign. It is actually what? Damn, I forgot. Like I took some notes, but I'll probably go back over those notes. Andrew is actually Aries. Andrew means in the Bible, it means manly, strong, stubborn. Aries is a very stubborn sign. It is very manly. It's actually very masculine. James is represented by Pisces. John is represented by Aquarius. Philip is Leo. Nathaniel is Virgo, or in certain texts, his name is actually Bartholomew. Matthew is represented by Libra. Thomas, who was a twin, is represented by Gemini. James, the Lesser, is represented by Sagittarius. I think I mixed them up, but Simon, the Zealot, is Taurus. Thaddeus is Cancer. Judas is Scorpio. And Jesus himself, Jesus the Christ, is Ophiuchus. So I believe I went over those in one of my previous videos. So I forgot what I have it named, but like just go through and just check them out, yo. This, like, yo, I think I gave myself like a headache by me just trying to like search these things, which like it's if you're trying to read this as like a religious book, you're gonna confuse yourself, yo. So I would advise you not to, yo. But like the whole thing, yo, Jesus, like if you may, or if you believe that he was, then like the word, I put out a word yesterday in regard to Yeshua ben Yosef. Now, he may have learned the information from his father, because there's very little known about Joseph or Yosef. There's very little known about him. Is he Egyptian? Possibly. Their family, the Nazarenes, actually come from Nas, which actually comes from the Greek word Ophis, which represents or mean serpent. So by large, they are considered to be the Serpentines. So they may have had that wisdom, and if they had that wisdom, because there were different occults, it's like Freemasonry. Like you have Freemasonry, you have a chapel in every city, every town, every state, like every country. So pretty much, his dad may have been already in that that occult like priesthood, which I wouldn't be surprised if he actually taught Yeshua ben Yosef, his son. And this is just hypothetical. This is just me like talking hypothetical. And that would actually like bring us to our word Pedros. So if he's truly the son of God, and he was actually like a person who dealt with the magic or the mystic arts, as a lot of people believe, then that means that he performed a pedrodros. So by him combining himself with a deity to be known as the Father God, which we know as, if anybody has been watching my videos of late, we know that the Father God in the Bible is actually the Demiurgus, which is Yardabroth. So he combined himself with Yardabroth, which a lot of people had like speculations that Yeshua ben Yosef was actually the rebirth of Yardabroth in the flesh. So there's either two things that happen. Either he paired himself with it, or during the birthing process, which would make a lot more sense. Because a lot of things Yeshua ben Yosef didn't even know about. I mean, we go to the day of the crucifixion, or the crucifixion of Christ, or whatever you want to call it. If we go to that, he had no idea that he was going to be crucified. He looked up to the heavens and said, "Father, why have thou forsaken me?" So he had absolutely no knowledge. So that goes back to the second scenario in which I stated that his father actually like bonded him to this deity in the womb, which would make more sense of him knowing all this knowledge, just in case his father was not like initiated in those like arts. So like, yo, it's a lot of different things, yo. It's a lot of different things to really look at, yo. Again, Nazarene come from the word Ophes, which represents in Greek, it represents, or it means serpent. And during the time of Jesus, there wasn't a such place called Nazareth. That's another one to like look at, yo. So it's like, yo, like, what's up? This man was born 5 years before his birth. This man, like, yo, was way under the age limit to be initiated to, like, to go into the mystic arts and stuff in Egypt, for those who really believe that he was initiated. And then he didn't even know, like, his purpose. He didn't know why he was being sacrificed. So it's like, yo, so many loopholes in that, yo. It's like, bro, like, yo, this shit is so fucking, it's confusing, yo. My thing is, I believe that his father and his mother, like, did something to where they bound the entity into the mother, which caused the immaculate conception, allegedly, which gave birth to Yeshua ben Yosef, which he had to be of the seed, which I don't believe that she was a virgin, because she had to be of the seed. Because if Yeshua was of the seed of God, which in essence would have been a breach of the law, because like God said in the Bible that you shouldn't covet any other man. You shouldn't covet any other man's wife, and you shouldn't commit adultery with another man's wife, because that's like that is considered to be an abomination, I believe. So that right there would be a whole contradiction to the word. So like, yo, it's like, yo, the more you go into it, yo, the more and more it makes no sense, because like, yo, it's like you have to start like pulling different things out. Now, is God perfect? Is he perfect because like now he impregnated a married woman, in which they called the immaculate conception, because in the Bible it said that God went into Mary. And if you know anything, when it says to go into something, that means sexual intercourse. So therefore, he's not of the seed of Yeshua. I mean, of Joseph. He's not of the seed. So now it gets complicated. And I don't have enough time to like, yo, break down the whole complications of that. But yo, you see where I'm going with it, yo. It's something, yo. I'm not like, yo, I'm not gonna knock anybody's religion, but I'm gonna just ask y'all to really do more research on what y'all believe in, because like, yo, as the greats say, yo, he who knows, or he or she who knows only one book knows nothing. So my thing is, yo, do you really know what you following? Do you know who you following? Is who you like following really, really like of good? But yo, that'd be a topic of another another like video or whatever. Man, yo, that shit is crazy, yo. But I'm gonna just let y'all ponder on that. Like, yo, put like more information. Like, yo, connect with me on the comments. Like, I want to hear y'all feedback, cause it's like, yo, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy. But to the next one, yo, y'all be safe out there. Peace.